Assalamu alaikum, everyone. This is Dr. Naureen Sohail, and you're listening to Illuminate. This is the next podcast in the relationship series. In the next few podcasts, we are going to explore the elements of a strong relationship. I feel the first and foremost element of any relationship is respect. AI will say that the first element is trust, but I feel that respect is even earlier than trust. Trust and all other elements branch out from respect. I have talked about respect in a previous podcast as well. Let's take a deeper dive into it. Respect is like the unseen roots of the plant of relationship. The stronger the relationship you want, the greater respect needs to develop in the relationship. Often people think that respect means using polite words and showing a respectful attitude. Yes, communication style and body language plays a huge role in showing respect. I have mentioned this in somewhat detail in the conflict management podcast earlier, but your tone, choice of words, pauses and stresses on certain words, etc., all can show respect or lack of. What we fail to identify, though, is that your actions also show respect. Actions, not attitude. Attitude is also important, but attitude is different than actions. Attitude is a small portion of actions that overlaps communication style and body language and usually portrays your mindset. So back to your actions. For example, when we go to someone's house and take off our shoes, we're showing respect to their environment. Eating food that you may not like is showing respect to the chef's efforts. Showing more respect, you may eat it with a smile. The height of respect is when you eat it, smile, and then praise it, like Promised Messiah al-Islam did for Hazrat Amma Jan when she cooked brown sugar rice, gur wale chawal, and they became soggy and sticky. He said, I like them soggy and sticky. That is the height of respect. And the height of respect merges with love to evolve as an emotion that has not been named as yet. It is hard to differentiate one from the other. And that is the glue to hold a relationship together in thick and thin. Every relationship needs respect to grow. And often it is the nonverbal actions and gestures that show respect rather than the verbal communication. One rarely says to their partner, I respect you. And by partner, I mean friend, teacher, colleague, sibling, your child, or your spouse. Anyone who you are connecting with. How many people would say that they say, I respect you to your partner? Not many. Respect would look different with each relationship. Respecting a friend means listening attentively to them, problem solving with them, and not talking about them behind their back. For a teacher, respect would be participating in class and doing assignments on time. For a sibling, sharing your things with them. This is a little bit complicated. It can entail from sharing toys, to sharing your room, to sharing clothes, to sharing parental time, to sharing illnesses, and sometimes even sharing your money. It seems like the closer we are to someone, the less respectful we are with them. For example, we may be more respectful with a neighbor, colleague, and friend that we barely know, but less so with our own family members. It is so easy to pull the shirt from the middle of the freshly loaded laundry pile and letting the rest of the laundry slip. So easy to kick off your shoes the instant we come home and not to notice the freshly cleaned and organized entrance. So mindless to drop the towel on the floor after a shower. These small actions call out disrespect in capital letters. Similarly, as a parent, we rarely show respect to our children. In a child under 10, respect looks more like caring for them. So, sending them off to school with a smile, buying their favorite character lunch bag or boxers or pajamas, giving them a hug no matter how upset you are, bringing calm in your voice when you are most irritated are all respectful actions. For teenagers, understanding their mood swings, giving them space to cope with everyday stresses, yet letting them know that you are there for them when they are ready to talk. For your child, respect sometimes means keeping in mind their preferences when providing for them in terms of clothes, books, food, etc., allowing them to do their favorite activity, letting them evolve into their own personality, yet helping them to find a middle ground. So perhaps allowing a teenager to attend a farewell party, but making sure they know their boundaries and curfew time. Some of these actions look like showing love, but they all sprout from respect. In most relationships, there is some form of respect present. It is for you to figure out how much respect and how to show it. Remember, the more you respect your partner, the more your partner loves you. I know when I respect my son's food choices and make biryani, I receive a big smile with sparkly eyes and a warm hug. Now, what about respect for Allah Ta'ala? How do we show respect to Allah Ta'ala? All of you may have different ways of showing respect to Allah Ta'ala. Some would say they are punctual in namaz. Some might say they are on top of returning all praises belonging to Allah Ta'ala, like MashaAllah, Alhamdulillah. For me, it is the mindset of belief in destiny. Allah Ta'ala has chosen my destiny. Every move, every thought, every blink, every choice, every turn, every word, every stumble, every pain, every hardship, and then every failure and every success is in Allah Ta'ala's hands. I can only connect with Allah Ta'ala through my prayers and pray for His hand to cover me and not let me fall to Satan's attacks. And that capability of prayers is also in His hands. That belief in the power of Allah Ta'ala and the faith that He will not let me go waste but save me is my respect to Allah Ta'ala. Keep pondering. Until next time, Allah Hafiz.